Good morning everybody, welcome back. Thanks for watching. Second video of the Grandola project. This is how far I got yesterday. Put boat wheels on, front axle, done everything. Body's not fitted, but it needs building. So that's going to be my today's task, because I'm going to be building the body up. You're supposed to use the back wheel arches. They're these back covers. I wanted to, if you put them on, it's not gonna, you're not gonna be able to see suspension, because I've put the Silvia suspension on. Because you've got the Silvia suspension, you're not gonna be able to see it. So I thought I'll paint some of these chrome things. I've got a load of King Orla spare parts, so I thought I'll paint them up and put them on. These tanks are Grandola tanks. These side steps are King Orla side steps. Grandola front bumper, Grandola back bumper. I've got King Orla rear mud flaps to put on, but I need to paint these up first. And then I need to work out what I'm going to do for where I'm going to put the battery, where I'm going to do battery and everything. I can build I can put all the seats and everything in. I might do that first, put all the seats in and see how that goes. See where I can get out else to go in. But as it's done so far, I think that looks pretty cool. Bit maroon chassis and a few bits, the detail painted, and then and then painting the tank straps and the steps, foot plates and steps and stuff. That's flat aluminium. It's a brush paint, XF16 it is. These tank straps are semi-gloss. Semi-gloss black, that's X18. So because it's a matte black, I didn't want it to be all too much, I didn't want to be too much chrome on it. I like the chrome, like the bumpers and tanks look good, but I think I like the offset, the wheel arches and that being that's a matte aluminium, I think, not matte. That's called flat aluminium. I've painted that in silver. So I've got exhaust. I've got all the body to completely build. I've filled that back. That back piece in. You look through front. You look through front window. Then you can't really see it. The other thing to this kit is it's got clear windows, so you can have your driver and stuff in there. You get a driver in the kit. You get a driver, clear windows, and you've got them right big silly exhaust stacks and stuff. So when I get all that lot on, when I get all that body built up and everything, it'll look a lot better. Yeah, so that's just it's more of an update video really than out else. I'll I'll give you a bit of context of how long it is compared to another truck. I've got the fifth wheel plate coming with him, and I've got motorised legs on trailers, so it's got fifth wheel release and all that. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. These are all packets of screws, but I've got that many. I bought that many spare screws and that much stuff. I'm using all my spares before I open anything out. I'm even saving full sprues in kit. I'm using like all my old parts to go on. I mean, that's like that's your air intake. Oh, other thing I've done as well, I've done the steering. So I've got my straight arm on the steering. I've bent that crank handle, and I've got to put a 25 kg servo in it. So you've got so it's got some strength, and it's got a better self-centering than standard servos. I've noticed on European, I've never had a problem with a Globeliner self-centering, but how the European steering is on European trucks, it's a bit rubbish. Right, so that's your granddaughter. That's your maximum length. This is a 4x2 FH12. So I line back wheels up. That's like a full cab. That's a full cab longer. I don't know if you can see that from there. Do that other way around. Oops. I'll put that here. Right, so I'll line that back cab up. That's with back wheels in line. So that I can get my hand in that gap. That's a full cab longer. That's a 4x2. I ain't got a 6x4 up here. But I've got my 8x4 chassis that I'm doing. And it's still a front axle. A front axle and a bit of most at bonnet longer than an 8x4. So it's a long on that grandeur, it's a long chassis. So that'll be interesting going round corners. I'll take some wide runs with that, wide runs round with that. Then trailers going back here, and Tamiya trailers are, the kingpins are high up on chassis frame. So by the time you've got your trailer on there, your trailer will be about here. So I've all that gap to back at the cab. This back on this cab, this back piece I've got here, that's a cutout off of the day cab, off the sleeping bit. I've cut the side out to fit it into there, and then I've masking taped it all the way around and told it in place, and then I've put fiberglass, that P40, P38 David's fiberglass. You can get it from a load of retailers, from a load of car retailers, and that fiberglass just sits into it, like, because it's solvent, it like melts into plastic and bonds it all. So that's as strong as oak, that now. So today's job will be build body up and get my battery tray sorted out, what I'm going to do for a battery. And I might be able to run it round tomorrow or later on today. I'll have to see how it goes. Right, that's it really for this video. Keep your eyes peeled and catch you on the next one.